Hi everyone, very good evening. Am I audible to everybody? So if I'm audible, just respond me. Don't worry, Neha, still not shared my screen. I'm just waiting for next couple of minutes more so that like others students will get joined. So I hope everyone has received that practice file. Yes, no? No, but it is being circulated through the email. Right. So you guys can check your mail. Okay, 1 second. Let me check. Like, I think this one already being circulated. Okay, 1 second. Let me check. Okay, everybody. Okay, so Utkarsh says that got it in the spam folder. Guys, would like to request you guys can also check in your spam folder. Like, might be there's a email you get it from Amrita K. Okay, check your spam folder. Might be this that file is there. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay, everybody. So this information is for all. Like, okay, I have just shared my screen now. Could you please, everyone, just answer me? Is it visible now? The screen is visible. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, I think we are good to go now. Right, so let's continue. So I have open, where is yeah, there it will. uh okay, guys, answer me like how many questions we have attempted. I think the name series, I think the this true and false condition we have done so far, and spark line questions also we have completed, correct? Okay, so till T3, you're saying that we have completed the same. Perfect. Okay, now let's just start from this T4. So the T4 question says like add cell B3, B32 to G32 the test results. Chart is the key applications worksheet. Name the series average score. Now listen this question very carefully, everybody. Okay, yes, Rohan. I have just started the question here. This one I'm reading, so I need attention, everybody on the screen. First, let me explain the question, and then we'll see how we're gonna answer this one. So, it says that add cell B32 to G32 to the test result chart is the key application worksheet. Name the series average score, right? So I have to do one thing here, like there is a test result sheet where there is a key application worksheet. Name, the sheet name is key application, right? And the range name is like test results, and series name is average score, right? So let's go back to the data, and here we are in this key application. Fine. And it says that from B32 to G32. So B32 is started from, so yeah, look, this is a B32. So I start selecting from B32 to G32, right? I think this is the range. Yes, B32 to G32, the test result chart is the key application. Name the series average score, right? So let me, yeah. So let's read this question again. Add cell B32 the test result chart. So there is a chart named this test result. Okay. Let me minimize this screen, go webinar, and you can just go down of this one and look. Look, everybody, this is your chart test results. And now it says add cell B32 to G32 the test result chart. Now the question comes here like how can we add another range into the existing chart, है ना? तो chart already बना हुआ है. You don't need to create the chart. Now it says that add another range from B32 to G32 only in this chart. You guys have to understand कि already being created chart if we have, so how can we add another range? Fine. Now, meanwhile, अभी मैं इसको explain कर रहा हूँ, तो maybe I'm not going to read your question here, everybody. Okay, so I need attention, everyone. First of all, you have to understand this one, then I'll come back with your queries. Fine. So you have to select your chart, step number 1, and go to the chart design. Okay, everybody, look in. This chart design options will only be visible when you select your chart. Okay, let me make it clear again. See, if I unselect the chart, see that option is not appearing in this ribbon tab. Okay, once you click on the chart, then only this chart designs is gonna be, just visible, right? So you have to select this chart design and you have to click on this select data option. When you click on the select data option, this one has already been selected. You can see that, right? There is this one has been selected here. Now you have to click on this option, because look at the question. It says, in this question, it says add cells B32 to G32 the test results, and just give it the name of series is average score. So you have to click on this select data, and then you have to click on this sorry select this chart and come to this chart designs and click on select data, and this window will get appear. Now you have to click on this add option. When you click on this add, it will ask you for series name, and just look at this, look at the question, everybody. Okay, just look at the question. It says the series name will be average score. So you have to give it the name of this series is average score. Now it's time to define the series value. So series value you have to define from B32 to G32. That's it. And look at the effect on your chart, right? And just say okay and okay. And your job is done. Okay. Hope this one is clear. Is there anyone who wants to repeat this option? Can simply ask me in the chat window, right? So I can repeat the same question. Did not receive the Excel sheet. Minakshi, you must have to check your spam folder in your Gmail account, okay? Where you can get this file. Okay, okay. I'm going to repeat this one now. I'm just going to minimize the chat window. Okay, everybody, listen. I am going back with my question again. My question is like there is an existing chart named as test result, which is available on the key application sheet, right? You have to add another range from B32 to G32. So how are you gonna add this one? Okay. I'm just pressing this Control Z. So this is something which already been created by Microsoft. Okay, so I am on this key application sheet and that is my chart, and the chart name is clearly mentioned is test result. In this we have to increase one more column, correct? One more range we have to add, we have to upgrade this chart, correct? So how you gonna do this one? Very simple everyone. You have to select your chart. Once you select it, you will get this chart designs option. Okay, this chart design options only appear when when you select your chart. If you're not selected, this option is not going to be appear. Let me show you. Like you see, it's not up, it's not coming. I just clicked on it, it start displaying now. So come to the chart designs and just look at this options called select data. Okay, if you just clicked on this one, this pop-up will come. Now in this pop-up, you have to click on this option because as per the question, okay, as per the question, it says add. Just look at the word add, right? So uh, I will click on this add and it says, okay, what will be the series name? So as per the question, series name is average score. So you have to type the series name is like average. So sorry, caps lock should not be on. Average scores, and now it says, okay, tell me the series value. So series value means in the question what it mentioned from B32 to G32. I just select this one from this to this range and I just leave it and look at the impact here in the chart, and you just have to say okay and then okay. Now this via this, you have just completed your question number T4 from the third project, sorry. Hope this time this one makes sense to everyone. No, Mansi, do not type it in the caps lock case. Reason because how like the way it says na, you have to type it the same format. Okay. Okay, everybody, kindly respond me like, is that this point, this question is this question and their answer is clear? That's lovely. Lovely, everyone. Now, I'm just going to minimize Okay, look, I'm coming back to my next question, and the question is display the formula that are in the cell of. Oh, wow, what a question. Look, it says display the formula that are in the cells of living online worksheet. Okay, let's go to the living online worksheet and where it is. So rather than wasting your time by clicking on this area and finding out the sheet, I wants to give you a better idea to jump on your target sheet at one click. Okay, how? Very simple. If you just observe, there is a arrow, there is a left and the right arrows will comes in your Office 2016 application. You just do right click on it and now you can see all the sheet list here, right? You can simply select your target sheet and just say okay. See, it takes me on this living online sheet. Correct. Now let's see what question is saying. The question says display the formula that are in the cells of living online. Wow, it means you guys can see that there is a formula, right? In this one, right? So uh, it says you have to display all the formula. It means it's not saying, okay, show me the result. Result is already being there, but they wants to see all the formula. How can I show them? Okay, very simple answer for this. Look, you have to go to this formula tab. You have to go to this formula tab and now simply, okay, now come to this formula tab, right? And simply click on this option that's called a show formula. If you click on it and look, the formula is start showing now. This is only you have to do in that case, right? Please respond if it is clear. Rishi, if you use Fn key plus F2, that will only open one cell formula, na? But it says in the entire sheet, wherever the formula is, you have to show. I hope you get my point. Okay. Uh, the answer is Ashish. Like in the sheet living online, it says that show me the formula. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to click on this formulas ribbon tab and come and click on this option. See, if I click on this one, all the formulas getting hidden now. Okay, but if you wants to see, if you wants to show the formula, you can simply click on this one and see. Like you can see all the formula is now visible or start showing here. Is that clear, Rishi? Now perfect. So guys, please, you guys have to respond at least if it is clear. Okay, so that I'll be confident ki okay, like everybody is getting the same point. Fine. So I'm going to read the next question, and wow. So congratulations, 3 projects we have just completed. Now it's time for the next project. And let's see project number 4. The first question. Let's see what it's saying. It says add the World 2015 to the title property of the document. Okay, title property of the document. So I just do right click on it and find out the sheet basically, right? So I need to read the name of it. Add the word 2015 to the title. Oh, wow. No, no, no. It's not about the sheet. I'm so sorry. It's not about the sheet. Okay. It's about something else. Now, now listen, everybody. It says title. You have to type the word 2015 to the title property of the document. So in that case, you guys have to do one thing. Click on this file option. Okay, click on the file option, and then you have to come to the that's info. You have to click on this info, right? Info. And if you click on this info, you will get this page. You have to use the scroll bar a little bit down, and you guys will see there is an option. I'm sure you guys you need to type these steps. Okay, once let me complete this one. Okay, so that like you will remember. Fine. So when I click on this show all properties, if you click there, so this page will get open. Now go back to your question and see what it say. Add the word 2015 to the title property. So where is the title property? Look, this is the title, and now you have to click here and just type 2015. That's only you guys have to do, and that's it. It's done. Now you have to click on this arrow and you will be back to your sheet. Now this is what exactly the meaning of this question. Is it clear now? Okay, perfect. I'm giving you time, everybody, but meanwhile, please note it down the steps here. So I'm getting a very less response. I hope everyone these options are clear. Janvi, yes, why not? Look at the question. It says, add the word 2015 to the title property of the document. Means it's talking about the Excel sheet properties, right? So, in this case, you have to go to your file option, this file, and click on this info. When you click on this info, this is the page will get open. Now you have to use the scroll bar, take it down, and there is a show all properties. If you click it, so now you can see the title. Inside the property, there's a title. You have to write here 2015. That's it. Hope this one is making sense now. Viraj, you must have to check your spam folder in your Gmail account. The file and everything is there. Okay, now it's time to discuss about the next question, and let's see what it is. So, okay, in October worksheet, the sheet name is October. Use an Excel feature to copy the formula in cell G12 so that fill cell G13 to G35. Wow. Kumar, you wants to repeat me that this question's answer again? Anubhav, you wants to repeat that steps again? I'm not getting the response. Okay. Okay. Now, just look, everybody, what this question says. So, this one is like in the no, in the October worksheet, use an Excel feature. It says any Excel feature is there which can use to copy the formula in cell G12 so that it will fill cell G13 to G35 automatically. Let's see. I'm going to click on this file and have to find out the sheet name October. And as I said, the very simple steps we have: do right click on this these arrows, and there is an October file where, oh yes, this is, I'm on this one, right? And now let's go back again to the question. Okay, so question is like, use an Excel feature to copy the formula in cell G12 so that it will fill G13 to G35. Okay, so I'm in this sheet, and where is the G12? There it is, this one. Okay, so now it says like any feature, right? So in if it's talking about any feature, you can simply come to this home, right? And if you come to this one, this is called the fill series option. Fine. So if you just click on this down, right? So as you can see, like, let me press Control Z. See, right now it's being selected, this cell and that cell, correct? Fine. Now if I select from G13 to G35 till this one, okay, and now if I click on this here and just click on this down, so nothing is going to be happened here. Fine. So you have to start selecting from here and just go down, and you have to select till G35. Fine. And then you have to click on this option and use this down, right? If you just click on this down and look, everybody, what happened? I got the, the answer here. You can see that it's not same, it's coming automatically. Just look at this one, how beautiful this feature is, right? So it's not saying you have to copy and paste it. It just wants to check your level of knowledge in Excel, right? So that's why it says like, tell me any Excel feature which can copy this G12. And we all knows like, when we move one cell down, so no, the cell address is getting changed, but it is not saying you have to use this feature, the drag and drop feature, right? So you have to start selecting from G12 to the end of the cell. Once it gets selected, now inside the home tab, you have to click on this. You know what this feature is called? Fill, everybody. Okay, this feature is called a fill. Now you have to click on this one, and if you want to fill downside, you have to click on this down, and look, the job is done. Hope this one is also clear, everybody. Okay, is there anyone who wants to repeat this process? You can simply ask me in the chat window. Okay, that's lovely. Like, okay, Kavita, wait. Yeah. So let me press Control Z. Okay, so look at the question, everybody. It says, in the October worksheet, use an Excel feature to copy the formula in cell G12 so that it will fill cell G13 to G35, right? So that's the question. You have to go to the October sheet first, and look at this one. There is a formula already up, there is a formula is being there. Now it just wants to fill, it just wants to drag and drop the cell from start from G13. You can see that the G13 to the end of the table, right? So what you have to do, you have to select that cell, start selecting from that cell in which the formula is already there, right? Now you have to use your mouse and just select this one like this till the last cell. Now, once you have selected, you have to go to this home tab. Inside the home tab on the extreme right, look at this one. There is a fill option. Okay. If you click on this fill, you got this first option down because I need to fill it towards the downside. Assume that if in your exam, if it comes to fill towards the right side, towards the upside, towards the left side, right? So this really magical things here. If I click on this down and look what happened, it's just getting filled. Now tell me, Swasti, is it clear? Viraj, Abdul Rahman, very good. Yes, Sweta, I am here. Very simple, Neha. Like, you know what? Let me give you a simple query here. For example, there's a 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a 6, 7, 8, right? There's a number. And see, I just wants to do multiply this one with, for example, 5. And now I need to fill from here to this way. Clear? So, in this case, Sweta, sorry, the Neha, you have to click here and I'm not going to fill it by downside, right? I have to fill this one by right side. If you click there and look, you got your answer now. 3 fives are 15, 4 fives are 20, 5 fives are 25 and all. I hope this one making sense now, Neha. Perfect, perfect. Okay, is there anyone has any question? But how multiply of 15? What the question it is, Akash? Start equal sign, select the cell, gets multiply symbol, and type 5. That's very simple, and I just hit enter. So this is what I have done it here, right? 5 not 5, correct. And then I just select this one to till this last cell 8. Correct. And now you have to come to this one and say, see, I'm not going to fill it by downside. I have to fill it by right side. Okay, I just click on this right and see it's simply doing multiply by 5 with each and every single number of that in that range. Akash, is that clear? And Minakshi, Minakshi, is that clear? Okay. I hope this one is clear to everybody. I'm going to read the next question. So, in the October, yeah, okay, this one we have done so far, right? I didn't get Kavita next. Please means what? You're talking about the next question, I think. Okay, thank you. By the way, I am also moving for the next question. right? So okay guys, one more answer me, like I hope uh, बहुत स्पीड में तो नहीं जा रहा हूं मैं. The pace is okay for all. Yeah, thank you everyone. Now let's discuss about the next question. So let's see what the next question is Microsoft asking. It says in cell E37, the cell address is E37 of October. Wow. October worksheet use a function to calculate the average of the cell that have a debit value over 3000. Over means more than 3000. Now listen. Now this time you have to use a formula. Now let me make this question clear to everybody. Like in the October, there is a range from E11 to E35. In E37 cell, I have to calculate the average, but the average of only those numbers which is more than 300. Yeah, this is the question here. Now, first of all, answer me, guys. The question is clear? Perfect. No, Khadija, I am saying, look, in this October, this is I'm in the October cell. It says in the cell E37. So here is E, and this is your E37. If I'm going down, so there is E37. I have to calculate the average. I have to calculate the average from the range E11 to E35 means this is the E. So start from E11 from here to like E35 to this range. But I have to calculate the average of only those numbers which is more than 300. Now the question is clear to you? And now look everybody. So I'm going to explain one formula here, and you guys have to understand this one in two ways. Okay. I'm going to calculate average, but maybe in your exam if it will ask you to get total to count it. So like three statistical function I'm going to explain here on the basis of one question. So just stay here and understand. Start the formula and remember, when it's like if this question says that give me the average of this range, so you can simply use a formula is called this one, that's called average. Okay. However, if there is a situation, there is a condition comes in between the calculations, so you have to use average. If maybe you didn't get it right, let me answer off. Just a moment. See, I'm just typing here some random numbers. Okay. And now if I say tell me the average of these numbers, I just select this one. Now I hit enter. See, that is the average of this range. Correct. And now in this cell, if I say, okay, tell me the average of those numbers where which the value is more than 50, it means I want to calculate the average of those numbers. For example, this one, and this one. Only these three numbers which the value is more than 50. So now I want to calculate the average of only these three numbers. Am I right, everybody? Okay, perfect. So it means in this situation, I'm giving a conditions. If the condition is there, so you cannot use this average function. When the condition is there, you have to use average plus if. Why if? Because I explained yesterday, if you use if, so if will gives you a chance for a logical statement. So you know what? Just look at this average if function. It says give me the range. Range started from like E11 from here to there. That's E35. That's the range I have given. Okay, everybody. I request look at on this way where my mouse is moving right now. I'm applying this function here. So that is the first argument. It says give me the range. I have just given the range here. Now I put comma. It says now boss, tell me what is your criteria. My criteria is to give me the average more than 300. But how can I write this condition? How can I tell this condition to Excel? It's very logical, very simple. You have to put double inverted comma and put this symbol more than, means a greater than, and just simply type 300, close the no double inverted comma and close the bracket 2. If you just hit enter, now this is the average of those with the value is more than 300. Now this is the same situation. Let me explain this one here. See, I will use this average if condition. It says, okay, tell me the range. I've taken the range here. Now what was my condition? I wants to calculate the average of those numbers where the value, where the where the value is more than 50. So I'll just type here more than 50, right? And I hit enter. See, this is the average is coming. Maybe there's a question comes in your mind like, Azim sir, is it correct or not? I can prove it. Look, average. And I select this one, comma, this one, comma, and this one. Only these three numbers where the value is more than 50. I close the bracket and I hit enter, and look, both results are same. So might be in your mind the question is coming ki sir, then why we use average if? Sorry, maybe the question comes in your mind like, yeah, Azim sir, then if I can get the answer easily by this average function, so why I use this average if? The reason I want to tell you guys, see, we have a very small range, so then I can easily choose these three numbers. But assume that if you have 1,000 numbers, so it's not going to be easy at all to select, the value which is more than 50. So that's why this formula comes in existence, and it says, okay, you not to worry, select the range and give me the condition. I'll find the true value, and only I'll bring the average of true numbers only here. So that's the way we use this average if function. Okay, first of all, tell me, I'm coming to your answer, Abdul Rahman. But meanwhile, I want to ask you guys, did you understand this average if function? Hopefully. Okay, that's perfect. Now I'm coming back to your question, Rahman. Um, See, this is not a number, my friend. This is the text. And whenever you are going to write any text in logical statement, you have to specify it by a double inverted comma. Okay, is it clear now? Now, listen, everybody. Now, this is the same range we have now. Here, I have just explained this average if. Now, I'm going to explain another situation here. See, if I use this sum function, and I get the total of this range. So that range is 386. Okay, that's cool. However, if the situation is different and I wanted to know what is the total sales, what is the total of those numbers which has the value more than 50 only. Wow. So now again, I'm just putting here situation, like the situation is like if the value is more than 50, if it's found true, only consider those numbers, otherwise don't sum it, right? So you can see there, as in average, I started with average if, because I want to calculate the average of it. However, maybe in your examination, if it says that give me the total on this situation, so you have to use this sum if function, right? So it says give me the range. I've given the range here. Now it says, okay, tell me the criteria. So I said double comma more than 50, and I hit enter. And the total of cell have the value more than 50 is 230. Would you like to prove it? Let's check that out. Select, select, and select, and look at the total here in the taskbar. That's 230. So guys, just remember there is one more function you have which can brings the total based on a situation, based on a condition. Come on, quickly answer me. Is it clear? Okay, so sum ifs is just like the average if condition. So you have to use this sum if function when you want to get total based on a situation. So I just select the range, fine, and I put comma, and then I just say the condition is like I wants to get the total of those numbers where the value is less than 50. Okay, so I just say less than 50, and look, the answer is coming 156. Kavita, is that clear now? And now, one last look, everybody. If I will use this formula is called account functions we have, which can count the number of entries we have done so far. When I hit enter, I got this 9. Okay, it means there are 9 numbers here in this range. Correct? Now, if I will ask, you guys have to answer me in the chat window. If I will ask, key, you have to count only those numbers which should be less than 50. What do you think, guys? What function I should have to use to get the answer? Come on, answer me. Do I do I repeat my question? My question is very simple. I'm saying that in this range, I need to count only those. I need to count the number of entries here, which should be less than 50. Yes, absolutely fantastic answer. Count if. So I'm gonna use this one that's called count if here, and I just select the range like this, comma, and you know it now, like the situation, double quotes less than, and that's 50, double quotes close. Very nice, Kumar. You mentioned the formula too. Brilliant. So that's the answer is 6. Wow. So Viraj is also copying and paste the formula. Very well done. Minakshi is also well done, guys. Well done. Okay, so I hope the concept is clear. So I think I should have to move to the next question. Shall we? Perfect. So let's see what the next question is. Okay, I'm going down and okay, so make a copy to the October worksheet to the right of the October worksheet. Listen, make a copy to the October worksheet to the right of the October worksheet. Some people even does not know how to copy the sheet. Okay, what they are doing in the examination, they are just adding a new sheet and they just copy and paste it. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? You have to just do right click on that sheet and there is an option, everybody. That's called move or copy. When you click on this move or copy, this window will get appear. Now it says it should be right side of the October sheet. So right side means like you have to look, you have to select the next sheet. So if you select the next sheet, so it will add, it will get copied just before it, right? Yeah, and but don't forget to check this when this option, you know active, and then just say okay, and look, you got a copy of October sheet just right side of the October but before leaving online. Come on, respond. Come on, everybody. Okay, do I need to repeat this one again? Okay, I'm just going to repeat this one again. I'm just going to delete this sheet. So there is the October. You have to do right click on the October and go to this move or copy option. When you click on it, you got a new window, small window will get open. Fine. And now you have to go down and select the next sheet of October because you wanted to add a sheet after October, correct? So you have to, don't forget to check this dialog box. Check this box, right? So it will make a copy of your sheet easily and just say, okay. And look, the job is done. Kavita, Viraj, is that clear now? And Abdul Rahman, Akash, still not clear. Akash, you want me to repeat this option again? Uh, okay, look at this one, Akash. The question is something like make a copy to the October worksheet to the right of the October worksheet, right? So you have to just do right click on the October and click on this move or copy and simply go down and select the next sheet of October and just activate this checkbox and just say okay. So it will make a copy of the this data. You can see that the same data is there. Understood. Perfect. Let's see what is the next question, everybody. So it says add the coins.jpg file in the picture folder to the right of the bank statement title on the October worksheet. Now listen this point very carefully. The first point is like you don't have to worry, but only you have to know how we're gonna add a picture in Excel. The first point, right? Which I'm going to elaborate here. The second point is it says like look at this one. Add the picture coins.jpg file in the picture folder to the right of the bank statement. Right of the bank statement title on the October worksheet. So Come back to this one and just go upside. There is a bank statement, and right side this one, you have to go to this insert tab, click on this picture option, right? You have to click on this picture and click on this device. Okay, this device will help you to import the picture from your local computer. Clear? So when you click on this, even in the examination, if you click on this device, it will open the picture folder. At the same time, you have to just click on this one. See, the local computer has been opened. For example, if I select this picture, okay, and I just say insert. So this one will get exactly insert to the right side of the bank statement. That's the only things you guys have to do for this question. I hope this one is also clear. No, Kavita, it's not your choice. As I said in the question, it will clearly mention the name of picture. If you click on the device, so it will open the drive of Microsoft where this picture coins.jpg will be there. So only that picture you have to insert, right? Uh, Parag, the picture will by default will get open when you click on the insert and picture and device. It will be open the computer of Microsoft, not yours. Which cell to select the picture? Okay. Somebody. Don't be confused. Na? Like that picture I don't have. That picture will have Microsoft. Na? I am just giving you a sample example how you're gonna insert a picture here. Correct. So let me show you again. I am saying like first of all you have to select the the right cell of your bank statement. This is you have to click. You have to be there, and then I hope Subhankar. So you have to go to insert and click on this picture. When you click on this picture, you have to open this device option. Okay, my dear all students, you have to click on this one. As you click now, like see, this is my picture drive open now. But in Microsoft, this one will get open. You have to read the name as this one coming like download one download. So this name will be like picture or maybe the coins. You have to just select it and just say insert. So that picture will get inserted. You don't need to resize, you don't need to nothing you have to do. You just have to insert picture. That's it. Now is it clear? No, not at all, Viraj. I said this picture will all by default will be there in the drive of Microsoft computer. Okay? You just have to find out. Whoever ask me any question, guys, if the answer you get it now, please respond कि like I get it. Otherwise मेरे को टेंशन रहेगी कि आपको समझ आया नहीं आया, right? Yeah, that's the way I like it. हाँ आप क्वेश्चन पूछो, है ना, मैं आंसर करूंगा. और एंड आई लव क्वेश्चंस, राइट? जितने भी क्वेश्चन आपके माइंड, बट मेरे को भी लगना चाहिए ना कि मैंने आंसर किया तो एटलीस्ट रिस्पॉन्ड कर दो कि सर क्लियर, तो लाइक ना आई कैन मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Okay, moving on to the, oh wow. So we have completed our four project. Now we are jumping for the fifth project now. So let's see what is the fifth project says. Yes, Utkarsh, any question? Now Utkarsh only written sir, but I don't know, like it would be in October. See, it is completely based on the sheet name, right? Right, Utkarsh? And guys, listen. This is just a sample file for your practice purpose, right? You guys don't think like this is something which is going to come in the examination, right? No, it is not like that. But it is giving you the clear idea how and what kind of question Microsoft is going to ask. Like Microsoft only wants to check your skills, okay, how presentable you are while working with Microsoft Excel. So if you're thinking that these questions are going to come in the examination, so my dear all friend, no, I'm not. I am not. This is a sample, okay, but these type of questions will come in your exam. Fine. No, Utkarsh, don't be confused. Like, as per the questions, it says that make a copy of it. Now, that's why I copied the October and October 2. So don't be confused, right? Okay, now listen. Import the content of FB's clickthrough.csv file. Now, everybody, you have to understand if it's going to ask you a file, import a file. So you have to understand, like in Microsoft of Excel 2016, which option helped me to import the database from the outside. Okay, so this is what the question here. It says import the content of this CSV. CSV means there is a file extension name is CSV in the document folder into the social media ads worksheet beginning to cell A17, right? Choose comma as a delimiter except all other defaults. Now listen everybody. I don't have the same file, okay, but I have a CSV file. I'm going to explain, I'm going to show you, like if the question comes here to import the data and the data is CSV, I'm going to explain like how can you import a CSV file in Microsoft Excel 2016. Okay, so don't be confused like ki file name is different or something like that. Fine. Is that clear, everybody? Okay, perfect. So you guys can see that, like if I open this, me off this chat first. So for example, this is a document and let me check, like do I have any CSV file or not? Maybe I can click on this desktop and okay, look everybody, these are the CSV file. Okay, like for example, and you guys can see that, like how can you be so sure that is it a CSV or an Excel file? So always remember everybody, if the Excel file icons comes with this small alphabet A, that is called a comma separated value, the CSV file format. Assume that this CSV file, which name this customers, I want to import here in Microsoft Excel. How can I import this one? This is what I'm going to explain. But first, let me complete the question first. It says that import the content of this one in the document folder into the social media ads worksheet. I have to find out the social media ads worksheet first. I just do right click and then where the social media ads worksheet. This one, right? I just clicked on here and let's come to the question here. And the beginning from cell A17. So your cursor should be on A17. So I have to click here. I have to select my cursor here A17. When I raise my cursor here, then I will now everybody just focused here and see and understand how you're gonna you're gonna get to import the outsider file in Excel. So you have to be here in this data first. Inside the data, you guys will see there is an option is called from text or CSV. When you click on this text or CSV, your local computer window will get appear. I mean to say the local window of Microsoft, right, will get appear. And if it says as per the question, you can see this. It's clearly mentioned import the content of this file from the document folder. So when you will be in this Excel, so in the document there will be folder, right? If you just open that one, you will see that file is there. Fine. So let me just select my file. So see, these are the CSV file. How can you be so sure about it? Look, the comma separated values, right? So I just select this customers and I just say, look at the option import. When I click on this import, so first of all, it will show me the preview of the data inside that file. Look, this one. And just read the question here. It says choose comma as a delimiter, right? So you can see that that one is coming by default. A delimiter is comma. In your question, if it says a common delimiter will be semicolon or a space or tab or colon or anything or any custom one. So you can choose your correct delimiter here. Once you have choose it, once you find that everything is correct in their place, you can simply click on this one. That's called a load option. When you click on this load, sit back, relax. Uh-oh, my mistake, my mistake. I'm so sorry. Let me delete this one. I'm going to repeat this option because I made one mistake here. You know what? The mistake I have done here is like it says that it should be on A17. And one mistake, you know, the data gets imported on a new fresh sheet, which is completely wrong. So I select the cell address, come to data, click on text CSV. Now you have to select your exact file name and just say import. Now you have to check your delimiter and do not click on this load, right? You have to click on this drop down and you will get that option is called load to. I repeat, not load, it should be load to. If you click on this load to, now you will get a chance and you can decide like where you wants to get this data imported, right? So I can select my existing worksheet and their address is A17, like this one. Okay. So even you can no, if you want to be very much sure, you can also click here. Fine. So once you select this one and just say okay, and now look, the data will get imported here, just like this. Okay, everybody. I hope this concept is also clear to everyone. Please just confirm me. Everybody have to confirm. Like, is that clear? to import the data. Even in your practical life, this concept will really helps a lot. Correct? Obviously, Viraj, that WPS is a pirated version of MS Office, and you are going to present for Office exam, na? So you must have to, like, you can also use Office 365 online feature. Na? You can simply use the online one if you don't have the Office application. Okay, you want me to repeat this complete process. Okay, 1 second. So I'm going to just press Control Z. So Control Z is not going to be worked. So I am going to right click and delete. Perfect. You have to put your cursor on the address where Microsoft wants to import the data, right? Keep the cursor there and then come to this data and click on this text or CSV. In the 2016, this is the exact way as I'm explaining everybody, you will you will get there. So just click on this text CSV. Now select this customers, whatever the file name, it doesn't matter, like there will be customer. It can be any file name, but it will be a CSV, right? So I just click on this import. So it will shows you the preview of your data. If preview the data inside that file which you have just selected, and also you have to be very much sure about this delimiter, this common comma delimiter. Now be careful while clicking on this load option, because if you do that, if you click on this load, it will load the data on a fresh new sheet, which in the examination you don't have to do that, because as per this question it says it should be imported in the cell A17 of social media ads worksheet. So you should have to click on this drop down and choose this load to option. So this load to option gives you this opportunity to select your cell address. So I just click on this existing worksheet, and look, this one, that A17 is already being highlighted here. Now you can easily say okay and just wait, and the data will get imported here. Now I hope so this one is clear. Rohan, Kavita. Okay, lovely everybody. Uh okay, I let's move to the next question. And there it is. Okay, the first T1 has been done. Now it's time for the next one. On the inbound cell worksheet, add a row to the table that automatically calculate total sales. Wow. And look at this question, how interesting it is. So I have to here in this sheet, and first of all, I have to found the sheet names is called inbound cells, inbound calls, not cells, right? So I just do right click on this one, and I just try to find it. And I got it, this inbound calls, and I just say okay, I'm here. I'm here. Now it says add a row to the table that automatically calculate a total sales, right? So where is the table, man? A table is here. Look, this is a table. Now it says like do something, like do something in your table. Like if I will add a new row, it should comes by default gets total, right? Look at this is the meaning of this question. Na? Add a row to the table that automatically calculate a total sales. Means total sales means this one. The total should comes automatically. I don't need to do it manually by putting that formula sum and all. No, this is some completely magical, right? Everybody, sir, no function is required. You have to just remember the feature of it. So what you guys have to do, select any cell of the table and you will get this table designs option. As I said earlier, everybody, this option only visible when your cursor is on the table. If it is outside, see it's getting disappear. Okay, so make sure you have to your cursor should be on the table, and then just go to table design and just look. Everybody should see here on the bottom of this 56,006. I'm in this table design and I only click on this one. That's called a total row. If I clicked on it and look what happened, the answer is there, right? Please note it down and answer me if it is done. Viraj, you are using WPS, so obviously that will be not there. Yes, Viraj, this Office 365, but it is not free. If you have a corporate ID, then only you have to create the account. Guys, come on, respond me. Is this option is clear? Okay, do I need to repeat this option? Okay, it's very simple. See, first of all, you have to come to, well, Viraj, let me make it clear first. Okay, you don't have I license. Okay, not required. Simply my answers to you, you must have to download Office 2016 if you wants to do practice, right? You can ask your IT teams, you can ask your IT teams to provide you to arrange you for Office 2016. In WPS, it's not going to be happen. Like whatever I'm explaining, these features of Microsoft Office 2016, not WPS. Right? Is it clear? Viraj, is that clear? Now listen. Okay, someone asked me to repeat this option. That's very simple. What you have to do, like as per the question, it says do something in to your table. Then it will add a row to the table that automatically calculate total sales. It means there should be a new row has been added and only bring the total of this column, total sales. So what you have to do is select any cell of this table, come to this table design and just simply click on this total row, and you can see there is a new row total. There is a new total row has been added in your table and it brings me the total of the cells. Fine, so this is the answer of that question. Clear? Now I'm coming to the next query and let's see what it is. So on the inbound call worksheet, resize the Boston sales data chart so that it covers only cell H9 to N14. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna be happen. It says like on the inbound call worksheet, resize the Boston sales data chart so that it covers only cell H9 to N14. Fine. Like simply come to this. That's my Boston sales data, right? So I'm going to 1 second. So this is the cell, right? This is the chart, and it's the cell address. It says like from H9 to N14, right? So if we come to this chart design, fine, and see, it says from H9. So this is started from H9. There it is. Yes, this is start from this is H9 to that's the N14, and where is the N, and there is a 14, right? So I'll just keep it like this. I think I'm correct. Yeah. So this chart only covers H9 to N14 cell address. That is the meaning of this question. You can read it and read this question and answer me like this one is making sense. Please respond. Yes, Sakina, the session is getting recorded. Yeah, sure. Guys, read this question carefully, just T3, and answer me like, is this one is clear? Okay, again, I'm getting a very less response. Sakina, you should have to check your spam folder in your Gmail account. Check your spam folder, guys. Also, let me know, like, did you check your spam folder? I hope the mail is there. Did you get it? Guys, did you check the question and the file is there? Okay, Mansi says yes. And what about others? Sakina, they see like every students are like other students are saying that yes, we get it. So I'm saying you have to open your Gmail account and go to spam, and might be unfortunately this mail has been transferred to the spam folder. Like if you open it now, you will get the file. Is that clear? Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, everybody. So here we just have to completed our T3 again. Now, yeah, sure. You not joined any group. Kavita, there is no point for there is no any point of group here. Fine. You want all materials, you have to check your email. Please check your email spam folder. And you know what, tomorrow will be the last day of this session, so at the end I will share this solve file too. Okay, everybody, that will be more helpful for all. Is that clear? Yes, I hope everybody wants this file which I'm solving here right now. Yeah, perfect. Uh, yeah, definitely I will. Time is very very less time I have now. So Okay, that we have T4, T5, and there is a okay, two project is also is still left. Fine. So let me complete one more question quickly. It says move the line chart on the outbound calls worksheet to a new chart sheet named Whale Tour Sales. Wow. Look, it says there is a chart available on outbound calls worksheet, and you have to move it on a new chart sheet, and the sheet name will be Whale Tour Sales. See, in this case, what you have to do, first of all, come to this outbound calls. Now there is a chart, right? So you guys can see that, like, there is a, you know move the line chart. Okay, this line chart is you know the question is talking about line chart. Click on the line chart and come to the chart design. Very less people knows about this feature. So you can click on this one. That option is move chart. If you clicked here, so it will ask you, sir, you wants to move it in the object or in a new sheet? Obviously, we want on a new sheet. And what will be the name of that sheet? The name of that sheet is like Whale Tour Sale. I just type here like Whale Tour Sale, and I just say okay, and look, it get moved, and the name of the sheet is here. So that will gives you completely full marks for this question, right? Look at the question and answer me. No, I'm not very. Uh, okay, Mansi, you said, could you please please solve T3? Which project you are talking about? Meenakshi, the tentatively time and everything, tomorrow, I'll just keep at least 15 minutes there to only discuss about the exam time, procedures, and everything about it. Fine? Okay. Mansi, could you please answer me like which project T3 you are talking about? This current project T3. Okay, inbound calls resize. Na resize means like you can come to this inbound and just look at the cell address. That's they look at this one, H9. So it's started from this H9 to this I14. That is the cell address. I've just done it. Fine. And don't worry, everyone, not to worry. Like, I will do one thing like tomorrow, I'll start my questions again from this one, T4. Okay, so that will be more, like if this one not clear to anyone here, so I can explain this one tomorrow, not to worry. Thank you, Sagar, for your feedback. Okay, so don't worry, Abdul Rahman and everybody. Like, if this point is not being clear, we'll meet tomorrow. Definitely, we'll meet tomorrow, and we'll discuss a lot of things, more things about this exam. Okay. Wow, what a team here! This energetic team. Okay, so stay tuned, everyone. See you tomorrow at the same time, and we will discuss many more things tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night. See you tomorrow at the same time. Good night, everybody.